give y'all the paperwork so we can go through it together and y'all can fill in your work in your workbook. Hopefully this, okay, I know it's gonna take.
Wow. I never saw the picture of my dad, my family.
No, you haven't.
They're white. Wow.
Wow. Okay. No, I didn't know you had it. I would love to see a picture.
I know every woman I show my dad all the time.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he obviously a Rolling Stone, yeah. I imagine they do. Yeah. I mean,
Now, he doesn't look as old as you think. I think he's like 55.
whoa, you look like your dad. Is he mixed?
Yeah, he's German and black. But he's a German citizen. He speaks a little bit better.
He's good looking. I mean, but you just good looking as your dad.
You ain't gonna lie.
No, I'm telling you the truth. But you must take a skin complexion from your mom?
My mom's looking nice.
Okay, yeah. Wow, you look just like your dad. Wow. Yeah, no wonder he's a Rolling Stone. He's a stud looking, all right. Oh yeah, your dad's truly a stud looking because you got nice hair, so that's where you get that from.
Yeah, but I said I can't do a comb over stuff like that. Maybe when I get older, I'll do it.
Wow. He's good looking. Okay. Yeah. He does. 55?
Like, he's born in 69.
Yeah. Well, no. I was born in 69.
No, 64.
Oh.
66.
66? My brother is 50. And we born 68. 52. Man. Man.
I'm 35. So.
Look at it. Young. You guys started at 17? My brother is 50 and he got a daughter that's 30. My mom and dad were 15 and 16 or 16.
My mom was 17.
Wow.
My mom is, she was born.
She was young too.
My mom was born in 69, my dad was born in 66.
Yeah. Young parents. Young. See, my mother's 73 and my brother's 50. So, okay. Your camera. 23. And then
You're gonna have to start that one over. I'll walk through your camera.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. And then I was mother was 24 when she had me. And then she was 7.
You can't really see his face.
Am I working on chapter 7? Or we're all working on chapter 7?
Yeah.
This is your dad's brother?
Yeah.
I'm catching up on
I'm
Monday.
gonna show you my cousin.
So how did your dad meet your mom?
They been in the military. My grandfather was stationed over there. And my dad, my father was also in the military. He had that. And they had Germans and Americans.
Uh-huh.
He was allowed to go to that school, American school. And my mom was high school.
Oh, wow. Interesting. So you're the only child of your father from your mom?
Yes.
Y'all take some sun, as long as y'all come eat my food. Well, go away from me. I just go right out to yeah, I got some grandkids. But I need my yard cut sometime. I need my yard cut. I need grass.
Alright, so this is a younger picture of my life. August 20.
Yeah, and I'm passing
Oh.
out next.
So
Passing
this
out.
whole stack is mine.
Because we're gonna go through it. I want y'all to understand what you're doing. Especially, when Tasha can get ready to go. And
This
then,
is a younger picture of my life. My grandmother. The black guy is actually my grandmother's husband. But that's not my real grandmother.
now, this is your grandmother.
Oh my.
And this is your aunt.
Yeah, my other aunt, they're mixed. They're like,
Wow.
Yeah,
And
we're
then
not-
from your daddy's side of it?
their house, 7 all
Ah! 50 Shades of Grey. Yep, yep. Yeah, I say that about my side of the tree. I mean, my mother's, my mom is pecan brown, about your complexion. My dad is chocolate.
Oh, wow.
Dad is mama. She's light skinned. My great grandmother was mulatto, so God just said,
Mulatto.
yeah, I'm gonna go back over here, go back over here. So here I is. I look exactly like my mother. Look exactly like her.
Yeah, so my dad and my aunt are my dad is mixed with my aunt. She's full white.
Hmm.
And my other she's full young. And my other two
Oh,
they're black.
okay.
But my brother,
You want anything?
blonde hair, black.
My dad's birthday stuff like
That's my favorite game.
that and Baby Ruth. Yes, honey. Baby Ruth. But yeah, Rainbow Coalition. Rainbow Coalition. What can I say? Okay, so Chapter 7, CMS-1500, and we're going to talk about that today. Okay. Fix this. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so of the CMS 1500 claim form, let me put all my toys up here. I don't know whose marker these belong to. I'm just gonna put them over there. Ooh. And put this over here. Ugh. Nine, 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 and 9 again. Where's my blue? Oh, blue. 9. I cherish my markers because my students give me gifts. So oh yeah, these are mine. They're all mine. Mhm. They go everywhere I go. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so CMS 1500. Okay, claim form. Okay. All right. This is for physician billing as well as home health. Physical therapy, occupational therapy, maybe some speech therapy. Okay. Chiropractic care, that still falls under physician billing. Okay. If you're going to be working for a professional laboratory, if you're going to work for like Quest Diagnostics, LabCorp, different places like that, so let me put on Quest and LabCorp. Okay. And professional radiology places. Okay. And I'm just saying out of the example, like River Oaks Imaging, or some other imaging facility. I used to know one. I think it's called Berenius Imaging. Okay. Your infusion therapy places. Okay, like your infusion therapy places that do iron infusions. Okay, and chemotherapy. Okay, other places like that. You use the CMS 1500 form. Okay, so let me get that big old thingamajig and show y'all what that is. Okay, this is a CMS 1500 form. Okay, this is a hard copy of a CMS 1500 form. Do y'all have that? Okay. Yes. Well, just look up here, sweetie, because it should be some in your stack, but this is just an example of one. This is a hard copy. But when you get ready to do electronic billing, you're going to see this kind of exemplified copy when you get ready to do your electronic billing. Okay, so I just wanted to show y'all what a CMS 1500 form looks like. When you do hospital billing, you're going to use a UBO4. Okay. Now, on hospital billing, instead of using CPT codes, you're going to be using revenue codes. Okay, that's a whole different genre of billing. So we'll talk about that a little later. Okay. All right. So, did everybody write this down? No? Okay. Y'all need time to write this down? Okay, I'll just hold up a minute. Okay, so in the CMS 1500 form, the people that owns it, I'm going to be all over the board. Okay, healthcare financing administration. So let me write this down. Healthcare financing administration wrote the HCFA 1500 form. Okay. It later was renamed, okay, CMS 1500. So if someone tells you, Tasha, I need you to bill on a HCFA 1500, they're talking about the CMS 1500. If someone says, Chris, I need you to bill on a CMS 1500, they're talking about the HCFA 1500, okay? So you have some old school folks like me who's been in the field a long time, we know about the changeover of the names. Just like the UBO4 used to be called UB92, but they changed the name to UBO4. Same thing, they just updated it, okay? Healthcare financing. So now, who fathers the CMS 1500 claim form is CMS themselves, okay, which is Centers of Medicaid, Medicare, services, okay? They're the ones that now father the CMS 1500 claim form. They're the ones that help make up the RBVS, the HIPAA for the CPT codes, okay? CPT codes. In the CPT code book, you use that for what type of coding? Procedure coding. PX means what? Procedure. Okay, so procedure coding. So they're the ones, like for example, for 99201, it equals, I want to say $100. Okay, so anywhere within the 52 United States, that includes the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, we have adopted those as our part of our United States. Anywhere in the 52 United States, 99201 is $100. There's no upcoding, there's no downcoding. It is what it is. Okay? Now, doctors are not supposed to charge any more than that. And that's only for like a 10 to 15 minute visit. Okay? Hi, how you doing? Say okay, breathe. Okay, we put my stethoscope on your back, breathe. Okay, does this hurt? Does that hurt? Can you do this? Can you do that? Okay, twist your head. Twist your head again. Okay, you feel all right? Let me palpate. Okay, palpate. Okay. Yeah, you feel sick? You want to throw up? Okay. You got a fever. Oh my goodness. I'm giving you a prescription. See you back in 2 weeks. Out the door. $100. Cheap? Jeez. How y'all feel about that?
I hate it.
Why you hate it? Don't hate the game.
You want me to tell you why?
No.
Okay.
By the way you said they gave me that look, I don't think I want to know, Chris.
It's nothing bad.
It's nothing bad?
No, nothing bad.
You sure?
Yeah, positive.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay, tell me why.
It's the reason why I hate it because my experience living in other countries, you don't go through that. If you go to the doctor and you're sick, they give you the medicine for whatever you had, the full dosage, and don't tell you to come back because that medicine don't work. Here in the States, we give you 10 milligrams, it don't work, you come back, pay another $100 for a doctor visit, give you 20 milligrams, come back, another $100 for a doctor visit, 30 milligrams, until you actually max out on that dosage.
Yeah.
That's just why.
Because it's FDA regulated.
Yeah. It takes money out of it. Instead of just saying, oh, you got the food? Here, this is the dosage that you are allowed to take, and then get rid of it in like 5 hours.
Well, we have to make sure that you're okay.
The reason why they do that, from what I was told from Dr. What's his name? Imam, is that the United States government is based on building your immune system. And they don't want to just give you that much, even though you're allowed to. Because it's going to affect your immune system. That's why the pharmaceutical companies do that. That's the excuse.
It's going to affect your immune system in a compromising way or in a bad way?
In a compromising way.
Okay.
Like if I just give you the medicine for your sickness, every time you get sick,
a full dose,
a full dosage, you're not building up the white blood cells when you're trying to fight.
Oh,
Where
okay.
in the States, they give you that type. They give you those increments to see if your body will also want to help you fight the bacteria.
Oh.
That's why.
Okay, well, to each their own, Chris.
$400 later, you still going to the doctor where you pay $100.
That's true. That's true. I can respect that, Chris. I can respect that. Well,
That's an RBVS.
yes, relative base value system. It's a math calculation of how they calculate the CPT codes. It's a math calculation. Okay. So that's how the codes came about. Sequencing is very important. You have to make sure that your diagnosis codes Oh man, really? Yes, that's good. You have to make sure that your diagnosis code and your procedure code are sequenced correctly. Okay, and we're gonna talk about that in a minute. Correct. Hope I spelled that right. One too many L's. Okay, correctly. If it's not sequenced correctly, what I mean is your certain diagnosis code should go first. If a person came in for an initial reason of why they're there for the physician's office, that should be sequenced first. Okay. Then anything else that they're used to getting checked should be second, third, and fourth. Okay. When you get ready to code for their procedure, for their office visit, the office visit should be sequenced first. Then any labs or x-rays or any kind of other medicinal things you may have done should be second, third, fourth, or fifth.
Now, when it comes to that point, it doesn't matter which order you have in. Like you said, that word you said.
Medicinal.
Yeah. So say they got when it comes out of that part, does it have to actually get in order or just?
No, as long as the office visit is first. Yeah. So if it's office visit, x-rays, lab, fine. If it's office visit, lab, x-rays, fine. If it's office visits, intramuscular injection, that's medicinal. That's what I mean. Vaccines of some sort, lab, x-rays, that's fine. As long as the evaluation management code, whatever that evaluation management code is listed first. If not, it's going to be a problem. You're not going to get the maximum reimbursement. Okay, are y'all getting that? Okay. Now, what you can do if they don't give you the maximum reimbursement on that, you can appeal. Just remember, you have a specific time frame to appeal, to write your letter, and we're going to learn about writing a letter of an appeal process. Everybody in here okay with writing letters? Does everybody know how to type or write a formal letter? Because in your Fordney book, there is a letter a letter format to use to write a letter of appeal. But once you understand insurance, did I go through all the insurance information about HMOs, PPOs, point of services, the products and stuff like that? Okay, maybe I need to go back over it again in depth so y'all can understand that. Okay, because I'm gonna go back over that again. So we kind of crashing and bashing. So Wednesdays is gonna be our heavy hit days because I really need y'all to get this. Okay, fantastic. All right, so let's look at we're gonna skip page 109 in the workbooks. Let's look at the fill in the blanks in the workbook, in the Fordney workbook. So this is what we're working on today in our Fordney workbook, the 14th edition. For all you YouTubers out there, my YouTuber fans, hey, what's up? Hey, okay. And let's see here. 7-1. So it says here, what legislations require all claims sent to the Medicare program be submitted electronically effective October 16, 2003? And that answer is, Chris, number 1. Blah, 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 blah. I can't hear you. Okay. Really, Chris? Where's your book? Thank you, Brenda. Help him out, baby. Help him out.
I thought it was on here.
No. The workbook.
That's why I thought it was on here. Oh,
Did you bring your workbook, sweetie?
Administrative simplification of compliance.
Yes.
That's all like.
But you were blah, 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 and I couldn't hear you. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I need you to say it loud with some diaphragm.
Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you, baby. Thank God for Brenda. Come on, Brenda, help him out, baby. Pay attention, Chris. Pay attention, Chris. Thank you, Brenda. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Pay attention, Chris. Anyway, number two. Chris, read number 2.
Question?
Yes.
State the name of the health.
Thank
insurance
you.
claim form that is required for us for use effective April 1st, 2014.
Yes.
And the answer is CMS-1500 claim form.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Brenda, number 3.
Does Medicare accept CMS-1500 02-12 claim form? Yes.
Okay. Number 4.
What is the
What is
a
a
independent claim? A claim is held in suspense or review or other reasons by the third party payer. These claims may be clear or payment or denied.
Very good. Very good. So let's put a pin right there. Number 4. Thank you for reading it, Chris. So let's put a pin right there. I'm going to go ahead and erase this. I think everybody should have gotten this down by now. If not, you can come back on the YouTube and grab it. Okay, now, 3 things are replied on an EOB. Okay, an EOB is explanation of benefits. Explanation of benefits, okay? And on the explanation of benefits, they have what you call edit messages, okay? Now, the edit messages can be, let's just say for an example, it can be F37. And F37 can say patients insurance was terminated. Okay. And it may have another one where it says F15. Okay, so let me circle this. Okay, F15. F15 may say wrong date of birth. Okay. F25, I'm just making up numbers. F25 is there a secondary insurance for COB, coordination of benefits? Okay. All right. Edit messages are your friend on an EOB. They are your friend. Now, this may be edit messages from Aetna. Okay, Aetna may use different kinds. Cigna may use a C56. C56 is going to say patient insurance terminated. Okay. They may have one that says C23. C23 is wrong date of birth. Now, you're probably wondering, Miss Harper, why are you telling me all this? I'm glad you asked. It's because if you're going to do insurance correspondence, if that's going to be your your job all day, and collection, okay? And on that EOB at the bottom, it's going to state at the bottom of that EOB how much money that is. That may be a check for $25,351.79. I know. That's a beautiful check. And it may be like 10 or 7 sheets of an EOB with 25 people on it, or maybe 15 people on it. But all 15 people equal to one check that the doctor is receiving for $25,351.79. So now I'm gonna help you interpret the EOB. So you getting it, Brenda? Like the light bulb turned on. Collector, okay? A person that's doing post payments. Here's your job title. Okay, so let's post your job title. Your job title over here is accounts receivable, AR, okay? Accounts receivable, okay? There are job titles like that, receivable, okay? These are collectors, okay? And let's decipher that. These are medical bill collectors, okay? These are not like your typical like AT&T and HL&P and Comcast, no. Medical collectors. And they get bonus checks on how much they collect. Okay, so they work hard now. Okay, so accounts receivable. If you're going to do the job of accounts receivable, you need to organize your work. When you all come out this class, you all will have qualifying opportunities to do such a job responsibility as accounts receivable, okay? You're posting payments. So let's just suppose that on this EOB, this is Cigna EOB, and I'm gonna print you up one off the internet. This is Cigna EOB, this is patient number 1, this is patient number 2, this is patient number 3, this is patient number 4, okay? And maybe all of theirs, by chance, doesn't happen, have a C23 edit message, okay? That means you're going to sit there, go back through their medical records and find out what is their correct birthday. Now, the birthday may say April 25th, 1979. I'm just randomly saying a birthday. Don't mean I'm talking about nobody, it's just a random example. April 25th, 1979, okay? Now, the medical bill, the electronic bill that was sent out may have had April 15th, 1979. So what do you think may have happened? What do you think may have happened? Somebody didn't write it correctly. Maybe the front desk person, when they data entered the information, they went a little bit too fast with the keystrokes, okay? Usually the clearinghouse, if the provider signs up with the clearinghouse, remember I think I said it before, the clearinghouse is a middleman between the medical biller and the insurance company. All they doing is scrubbing the claims, trying to make sure everything is in line. If things are not in line, then it's going to kick it back at you and say, you need to fix this before we send it forward to the insurance company. It doesn't mean that your claims are not going to be denied or appended or guaranteed payment. It just keeps the process from slowing down of responses and payments. That's what the clearinghouse is for. Is everybody getting that? Okay. Now, what that means is if you are 1 digit off or 1 birthday month off or 1 digit off for the birthday year, you're going to have to fix that birthday and you're going to have to resubmit that claim. And you can resubmit it electronically. Okay? And boom, your money should happen. Usually money is, or response rather, is given to you between 7 to 14 business days, okay? Business days are Monday through Friday, not calendar days, Saturday through Sunday. Monday through Friday. Okay, is everybody getting that? Okay, fantastic. So if you're going to do a job as an accounts receivable person or a person of collections, you must get all your EOBs together And those that have paid, you want to highlight the ones that have paid. Okay, so let's highlight this one by example. So I'm going to turn that a little bit. Okay, so this, we're going to circle this and say, okay, we're going to look at this, and we fix that, and we fix this. Okay, so you're going to resubmit that claim form. Now, if it's other ones that have paid, let's suppose we circle this one in purple, number 2. Okay, and that one paid. Okay, then all the ones that you highlight, let's just say in purple, because that was purple, number 2 is purple. Then you're going to go to each patient's account and you're going to post what the insurance company paid to the provider. Okay, anything that says paid to the provider, you're going to post to the patient's account. Okay, so you're either going to update their balance or zero out their balance. I'm going to help you interpret and understand adjustment rates, how that works. And then adjustment rates, that's like a discount. Physicians are contracted. If they're contracted with different insurance companies, then they're known as PAR providers. PAR providers are known as participating providers. That means that they have contracted to accept a certain amount of money, okay, per procedure code, okay? And anything else that's residual of payment, anything else that is residual payment, they will bill that to the patient. Are y'all getting that? Okay. And so that's where collections come in. That's where you beautiful people will start making those beautiful phone calls. Don't y'all like that? Isn't that wonderful? Good morning, ma'am. How you doing? This is Gracie from Dr. Smith's office. I was just giving you a call to let you know that you do have an account balance of $359.28. How would you like to take care of that today? Ma'am, hello? 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 She hung up on me. Okay, then she's just gonna get a letter in the mail. Okay? And then we'll talk about agent reports. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Until it gets to a point. Then I have to kind of like get a little indignant. And I do get a little indignant. I don't get disrespectful. I just get a little bit more forceful in my authoritative voice. Yeah. Okay. But are y'all getting this? So let's suppose you get a lot of EOBs that says patient was terminated. You want to collect all your EOBs. I don't care if it's Cigna, Aetna, United Health, Humana, Marina Health, Blue Cross Blue Shield, all those edit messages that says patient's insurance is terminated. You put all those together, and you work that till you get that stack done. All those that says with pending medical records to verify that the patient's insurance. I'm sorry. We're verifying medical records on the patient, and you put all those stacks together. You organize your work according to all the edit messages that are speaking alike. Are y'all getting that? And then you work it. That's how you get your day accomplished. You set goals like that. And then you start seeing some money coming in. That there are some other money factors that collectors do. They also go on the billing sites of the Blue Cross Blue Shield or Cigna and see what else is pending out there or what else has not been answered. And you can take care of matters right then and there. If you all do customer service calls to the insurance companies and you talk to the customer service reps, sometimes if you know how to relate to them and talk to them, and you calling about one patient, but yet you got 2 and 3 more patients of the same company of the same PPO product or HMO product, they can go and help you eradicate those next 3 or 4 patients. Okay, it's all about networking. It's all about communication. Relationship is what, ladies and gentlemen? Everything. Y'all gonna learn that. Relationship is everything in business. Okay, be it your business or somebody else's business. Relationship is everything. Chris can attest to that. Huh?
You gotta build a rapport.
You gotta build a rapport. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay, so I just had to go there. A claim can be either paid, pinned, or denied. The three things. Okay, so the three things that are applied on the explanation of benefits. Here we go. Paid, pinned, or denied. Okay, one of the three things. That's all the time. Paid, pinned, or denied. Okay. You will get an EOB back. If it's paid, it's going to tell you how much that check is. If it's pending, it's going to give you an edit message as to why. Okay. If it's denied, it's going to tell you what? Why. Okay. Now, there are some claims you may get back that are denied. You can still appeal and get those paid. You just have to know how to prove your point. Okay. That's where the how can I say, the lawyer side of your life will come out. You know, if y'all like to argue, folks. You know, my sister, she likes to argue and prove a point. You know, she's one of those, and she would have made a great attorney. She and my husband both, they love to prove their point. They love to let you know they right about something. And usually they are. Usually they are. They make great attorneys. You know, so if you got some folks, they like to find and dig, do discoveries and tell you that they right about something and love investigating and proving you that you need to do this, that's your niche. That's that person's niche. They have found their niche, honey. That's where your money is. Okay. Wherever your passion is, wherever your niche is where your wealth is. Okay. I can't say that enough. Teaching is my passion. Building and coding, HIM, is my passion. I can wake up and do this in my sleep. I can. And a lot of times I do it for free sometimes. Sometimes. I said sometimes. You gonna follow me? You gonna follow my footsteps? You gonna be a teacher? All right then.
Right here at CP.
You have
CP?
to get like a teaching certificate.
No. Just be in the field 5+ years.
Okay.
Be in the field 5+ years. Have your billing, coding certification, or your and it doesn't have to be a CCS or what do you call that? CPC.
I have a picture of you said world's best.
You are so sweet. Well, thank you. I give God the glory. It's not me. It's all Him. Trust me. But thank y'all. Y'all the best students. I love y'all. I do. I love y'all. I love teaching. I love each and every one of y'all. I really do.
Oh,
I do. That's why. Whatever. That's why I text y'all and get on y'all nerves like I do. Whatever. Okay. Now, did I answer y'all question about number 4? Latasha, you missed it, baby. So I need you to do number 5.
What did I miss? Oh.
Number 5.
You missed 1 through 4? Oh.
Yeah, you missed 1 through 4, baby.
No, I was here for 1. Oh, yeah.
Okay, you missed 2
And
through 4.
2.
You missed number 3 and 4.
How many days does it take to process a Medicare claim that is submitted electronically? Approximately 14 days of receipt.
14 days of receipt.
14 business days.
14 business days. That's technical. You're absolutely right. The answer sheet says 14 days of receipt, but it's 14 business days. Now, let me tell y'all something. When y'all get ready to argue these people by paying you your money and need to owe you interest, and you calling the Texas Board of Insurance, you better know what you're doing. When you process that claim, I don't care if you're using Epic, eClinical, eChart, MediSouth, what's another one out there? Forgot it. I can't get it right now. Start with an A. I can't get it right now. Anyway, every claim has a processing date and time. Processing date and time. So if that insurance company owes you money and they haven't paid you back within that 14 days of receipt, you can argue them and get your percentage, your daily percentage of what's due to you, because they need to be on time. That means that claims examiners need to be doing productivity, 80 to 100 claims a day. If they're not doing 80 to 100 claims a day, making sure that you're getting your money, and somebody is getting ready to get in trouble, and they need to start paying out some providers their interest. Are y'all getting that? Pay attention to the date that you do your billing. Okay? That's how y'all argue that. And you'll see it because somewhere on the bottom of the screen or on the upper right-hand side of the screen is going to say, process this date at this military time. It reads in military time. Okay? I know you understand military time. You understand military time. You know military time, Brenda? Somewhat? Okay. Okay. All you got to do is just Google it, babe. Just Google it in there. They'll tell you what time it is. Okay? All right. So number six, Latasha.
If a claim is submitted on behalf of the patient and the coverage of the services is denied, what is the most effective way to present the situation to the patient?
Okay.
Present the official rejection from the insurance company to the patient.
Yes. Present it to the patient and let them know, this is what happened. But you also can advocate and call the insurance company and see what else is needed. Sometimes if you don't know quite sure what to do, you might run across a nice customer service rep there to tell you, okay, well, we need this and we need that. Yes, sir. What's your question?
So when we're contacting providers and they deny something, why would they deny it if we already looked, or the doctor or whoever already looked up to see if the insurance covered it? Why would they be denied it? Because usually when you go to the doctor, they see if your insurance covered it first. Then if we're doing that and they said that they're not paying for it or they deny it, what would cause it?
Okay. Go ahead.
I don't know. Maybe because for certain doctors' offices, they're not the one that actually runs the test. Is that it, kind of?
Well, true.
Like with us, like certain doctors' offices would take their insurance, but if they came to us and we had to run the test, say for like LabCorp, that's who we were like working with. LabCorp wouldn't accept that insurance to do the test.
So what you're saying is that now, because you decide to outsource, now that patient has to pay it because their insurance, they got denied. Is that what you're saying? Is that pretty much what?
Okay, based on her example, if the lab was outsourced outside of LabCorp, okay, but they found out that physician's office found out that it is payable, okay, then that LabCorp or the physician's office, they're going to have to eat those charges. If they outsource it and then the insurance company now says, okay, well, y'all sending it to this outsourcing company, they have not contracted with us, or we're not going to pay them because, and it could be variance of reasons. Maybe they haven't updated their NPI number. Maybe they haven't updated some other providerships to make themselves presentable as an actual provider. They can get denied for that reason. If it's sent outside of LabCorp for further testing. If it's going to be sent outside the provider for further testing, LabCorp should get in contact with the physician's office to let them know. And they should also, on LabCorp's part, find out, okay, they'll pay us, but since, I don't know, maybe the machine broke down, they got to send it out to an outsourced company, or maybe they are not sure of that pathologist's interpretation, because maybe there's something incredulous about that pathologist, then they need to send it to an outside lab company. That outside lab company needs to let LabCorp know, hey, y'all, is this patient has insurance? Okay, y'all need to call the insurance and let them know that, they're not going to pay for our services. You see what I'm saying? And if LabCorp does that part, and then they find out that the insurance company is not going to pay for an outside source, then they need to let the physician's office know. The physician's office needs to let the patient know.
So
okay.
If we get something back like that, I can call outside source. Hey, you always or vice versa, other way.
Okay. Let's put it like this. If Johnny need to have some pathology work, some high-tech pathology work, let's say genetic testing, okay? And we send it to LabCorp, okay? And LabCorp says, okay, the doctor's office calls LabCorp, calls the insurance company and finds out that they would pay for this particular genetic testing, okay, at LabCorp, okay? So we're letting the patients know. Brenda works for Dr. Smith's office. Brenda's gonna let Johnny know that his insurance, let's say for example, Cigna, is going to pay for this particular genetic testing at LabCorp, okay? Now, he said, cool, send it, blah, blah, blah. All right. She bills to the insurance company, okay? But at the same time, the sample is being sent to LabCorp. Now, she's LabCorp, okay? LabCorp receives that sample, and they say, you know what? We just don't have the right microscope. We don't have the right wet prep equipment to look at this genetic sample to do the interpretations, blah, blah, blah. Let's call up this outside lab company that can do this. One of my partners is a pathologist and he has his own thing, and I know he can do that, you know. So LabCorp gonna say, she works there, she's gonna say, okay, well, let me see if Johnny's insurance, Cigna, is going to pay for an outside lab outside of Quest, okay, or LabCorp, outside of LabCorp, okay? She finds out Cigna's not going to pay for that, okay? And then so she calls back and tells LabCorp, hey, you know, they're not going to pay for that. And I understand that y'all's pathologists and y'all's equipment is not working and whatever. Y'all want to use an outside lab. How much is this going to cost for y'all to send it to this outside lab, right? Okay, the lab going to say $500. Okay, so she tells Brenda's going to have to call Johnny and say, Johnny, I'm so sorry. I know we promised you and said your insurance company, after I verified, that they know that you did your job, Brenda, after I verified, and they say that they would pay for this genetic testing at LabCorp. LabCorp is having some issues with their equipment or whatever, and they want to send it to an outside company to get this done because pathology test has to be done within a certain time frame, okay, or else that sample is no good. Okay, you know about that, right, Brenda? Mm-hmm. That sample is no good. All right. So now, what ends up happening? She's gonna tell Johnny it's gonna cost him $500. Do you want to pay it or no? He may say, well, you know, this is really important. Okay, I'll pay it, but can we work out some down payments? Because you know I got some other stuff going on, and I really need to like work this out. He can do that. He could work out the bill to them. They in turn would take that money and pay it to the outside source, or LabCorp would have to pay them, and the LabCorp and doctor's office would have to work out that billing situation.
I understand that, but when the process when she first gets called,
Yeah.
She's already calling the provider or billing them.
Yeah.
So she's already billing them while she's trying to because she already sent the lab work out.
She wants to send the lab work out, but she has to let Brenda know before they do. Brenda, I need you to see if y'all gonna cover XYZ company because they're our backup people for LabCorp, and I need y'all to make sure if they're gonna pay XYZ company. Brenda calls Cigna, and Cigna says, no, we're not gonna pay XYZ company. We only gonna pay LabCorp. I'm so sorry, LabCorp's machine is not working. So you're gonna have to tell the patient if he continues to want this genetic test done, he's gonna have to pay $500 for that. Okay, and he's gonna have to pay either to the physician, and the physician pays for it. That's gonna be provider relationship, or he pays the physician's office, and the physician's office can pay LabCorp, and then since they have a business associate agreement for backup work, LabCorp is going to have to reimburse the XYZ lab company. Do you see how that works? Paper trail is everything in forensics accounting. Paper trail is everything. Do you get that? Okay. Do y'all understand it? Does that make sense? So even though she called and told Johnny, I'm just saying Johnny by example. I'm not talking about anybody. I'm saying that she calls and tells Johnny in the first place, yes, Quest Cigna is going to pay for Quest to do it, but Quest finds out we can't do it. I'm gonna send it out to XYZ person. She's gonna call back and tell Brenda, our pathology man can't do it. We want to send it out to XYZ. So can y'all call and see if Cigna will pay XYZ? Brenda's gonna say, okay. She find out Cigna is not gonna pay XYZ. So she's gonna have to tell the patient what has happened since she first told him yes. Do you get that? It's gonna be up to the patient what he wants to do. Okay, so he's really put back in the spot of I need this done, but I ain't got the money, or what can I do? Then she can work that out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, it was something else I wanted to say with that.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. There's something else I wanted to say with that, and I can't remember what all I wanted to say. It'll come back to me. Okay. Number 6, if a claim is submitted on behalf of the patient, we just talked about that, didn't we? Yeah, okay. Number 7, what is dual coverage? What is dual coverage? And one is considered primary and one is considered secondary. Let's talk about variances of good. Let's say that. Yeah, he brought up a perfect example. Okay, so let's talk about child custody. Perfect example. Okay. Primary, secondary. Okay. Now, let's suppose in this example that we have a married couple. Okay. So again, we're just using the name Johnny and we use the name Sally Sue. Sally Sue. Okay, they married. Okay. Johnny has Blue Cross Blue Shield. Sally Sue has Aetna. Okay. Now, Johnny, he goes to the doctor. Okay. And he has coverage under Sally Sue, as well as he has coverage of his own. Okay. He works for Kroger. Okay. He's like the head store. Okay. Sally Sue is a manager at Memorial Hermann Hospital Systems. Okay. All right. Now, when Johnny goes to the doctor, Johnny's insurance, he has coverage. So they decided, okay, I don't mind. This how we're gonna do wifey, or this how we're gonna do husband. Okay. I'm gonna cover you on my plan, and you're gonna cover me on your plan. Yes, I know we're paying $350 every 2 weeks. Is to make sure that we don't get any residual bill. We're gonna talk. Okay, hospitalization, out of pocket, deductibles. You kind of see what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Now, he has, let's suppose his product for Blue Cross Blue Shield is a PPO product. Okay. Now, with PPO, he has a deductible. he has a co-insurance, let's say 10%. Blue Cross Blue Shield is going to be 90, and he has an out-of-pocket of $5,000. Everybody get that? Okay. Now, let's suppose that he met his deductible. Okay. So all Johnny has to pay is 10%. Okay. So he sees the doctor for, I don't know, a bad cold. Let's just say flu. Okay. And he sees him for 99201. And let's suppose he had some kind of strep throat culture. And okay, so this is going to be $100. This is going to be $150. Okay, so his office visit for that day is going to be $250. Okay, so what is 10% of $250? $25. Oh, so he's going to pay $25. Okay, so let's suppose this goes through Blue Cross Blue Shield. Okay, all the EOBs, blah blah blah, all the adjustments, all the contract rates. Okay, so now Blue Cross Blue Shield says we're going to only pay $50. Now let's be a little bit more generous. They're going to pay $75. Let's change that. Let's be a little bit more generous. They're going to pay $75. Okay? Now, we just got through paying $25. So $25 from $250 leaves how much? Okay, $225. So $225 minus $75 is how much? Okay, $150. Okay, so let's suppose that there's an adjustment rate of $100 between the two by Blue Cross Blue Shield. Okay, and let's see here. No. Let's not do that. I don't want to make it more complicated. Let's just leave it simple. We'll talk about interpretations later. Okay, so $150. Okay, so the Blue Cross Blue Shield paid the provider. You, the patient, paid the provider. So the provider got paid $100. Okay, from 225. I'm sorry, 250. So that means that $150 need to be paid. It's residual. Are y'all getting this? It's left over. Chris, are you lost? Okay. Now, let's suppose now here comes Sally Sue's insurance. Okay. Sally Sue's insurance, she has for Moore Herman. So she has M Health. Okay. I used to work for Moore Herman, so I know that. Okay. So she has M Health and she has the PPO plan. Okay. So she has her deductible. Her insurance is an 80-20 plan. Okay. And her out-of-pocket is a little bit more reasonable. It's $3,000. Okay. Now, let's suppose that her deductible is met. Y'all getting this? All right. So now, since this went through Blue Cross Blue Shield, where's my purple? I don't have purple. Oh, is that my purple over there? Could you bring me my purple? I don't have purple. Thank you, sweetie. I don't know how they got over there. Oh, here's my purple. Oh, I'm like, oh, they got over there. Okay, now, Blue Cross Blue Shield. M Health. Okay, Blue Cross Blue Shield was filed first. This has nothing to do with coordination of benefits as far as birthday rule. No. If spouses are covering one another, birthday rule does not apply. It only applies for children, not grown folks. Are y'all getting this? Okay? All right. Now, what ends up happening is this is going to be called secondary billing. Okay? So for secondary billing, you're going to send a copy of Blue Cross Blue Shield's EOB along with a hard copy or soft copy, however you want to bill it, okay? Copy of the CMS 1500 of the exact same EOB that has both insurance company names on it, and then the claims examiner should process the claim. Are y'all getting this? Now, this is how it's gonna look. This is how it's gonna look. Follow me. Don't lose me. Follow me. Okay. Now, when they get that EOB, that secondary, this is called secondary billing. Okay. If you want a job, it's called secondary biller. Okay. This is what secondary billers do. Okay. And so that's a whole nother genre of a job. Okay. Now, that claims examiner is going to take that EOB from Blue Cross Blue Shield, and they're going to consider that Blue Cross Blue Shield pays $75. Okay? What M Health needs to pay is the residual $175. Okay? Now, let's suppose that doctor is a contract, the same doctor that Johnny went to is also contract with M Health. Okay? So M Health says, okay, according to the par provider rate, we're going to also pay $75. Okay, so wait a minute, is it 150? I'm sorry, 150. Okay, so M Health is billed the residual of the Blue Cross Blue Shield bill. Okay, Blue Cross Blue Shield saying we're not paying the 150. We paid the doctor $75. This is what either the patient is going to pay or the secondary insurance is going to pay. Are y'all getting this? Okay, so now M Health is going to process it through their EOB. Okay, process. Their EOB says we're only going to pay $75 to Dr. So-and-so. So altogether, Dr. So-and-so is receiving 75 plus 75 equals what? 150 from both insurance companies. Now, M Health is going to let's just say what is percentage to make it 75? That's 50%. Okay, I don't know. No, let's change that. Let's change that. 20%. What's 20% of 150? $22? You sure?
So 1 people like
20%.
Well,
Well.
10% is 15.
Yeah.
No, it's like 20% of 150.
10% is 15.
Yeah, it's like
20%, so it's going to be 30. Right? $30? Okay. Okay, let's take it back old school. Okay, so 0.30, 0.30, 0.005, 3, 3, 5, 0, 0, $35. Okay, so they're gonna pay $35. Okay, so $75 and $35. How much the physician is getting paid for both insurance companies? 110. Okay, so now $110 is residual. It's left over between the two. That means the patient is going to get billed $110. Are y'all seeing that? Yes, it still happens, Chris. That's just prime example. I'm just throwing out numbers. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's true. Okay. All right. But it lowers the amount of residuals zero better than a whole lot if it works out that way. Okay. And it's still good. Even if you have double coverage, spouse to spouse coverage like that, it's still good for hospitalization. Well, Aflac, don't they cover for like mortgages and
They
sick
cover
day?
everything. They pay you doing it. You get sent to the hospital. They pay you like the hospital.
Okay.
They pay you just for getting transported and that.
Wow. Yeah, but isn't that pretty costly to pay per month?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
So I have my employees. So I have
You
my
can only
employees.
get it if you're working.
Yeah.
My mom tried to get it.
Yeah. But you only pay like $7 a month.
Not bad.
Then they have a cancer plan, like sad to say, but if somebody has cancer, and they'll cut you a check for like $75. They get it within 3 days.
Wow. I need to look into that.
It's a supplement. Like whatever your insurance don't cover, if you go to the hospital and you have to be like 2 days in the hospital, they pay you $100 a day.
Okay. I have to look into that. I mean, so I guess the commercial is true to what it says.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I think after a certain amount of time in the hospital, they give you a check like $75.
That's not
They'll
bad.
pay you bills like that. It's not worth it.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
So
Okay.
if you don't have insurance, you have to go to the doctor and say your bill is $350. You're going to get that back from Aflac. Just go ahead and pay your bill.
Okay. Okay. So it's more of a reimbursement type
Yeah. But if
thing.
you have insurance, it works very insurance is all that.
Okay. 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 I'm gonna look into it. Seriously. I mean, I see the commercials, but I never thought it was
But
true.
you get all 4 plans for $20.
Okay, we need to talk. We get to do it this. We need to talk because you know a lot. I like that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, but getting back to this, do y'all understand how that works? Am I making sense? Yeah, did I lose y'all? Okay, so huh?
So you lost me plenty of time.
Yeah.
But I understand. I understand.
Okay, okay. Again, that's why I'm putting it on YouTube so that you can look at it over and over. You can slow it down, roll it back, whatever. And if you still don't get it, I'll slow it down some more. Okay. But I think once we get to the actual paperwork, and see how it all works, y'all will get it. Because I think you have to really visually see it on paper. Visual person. Okay. Okay. All right. So again, this is how it works on the insurance coverages. Now, let's talk about court cases and kids and coordination of benefits. Let's talk about that. Let's tell you how that works. Okay, did y'all finish writing this down? Or y'all just want to do this later? Or get it off ELB? Or get it off YouTube? Okay, that's fine. Okay, we roll right on. We still gonna use Johnny and Sally Sue. Okay. Johnny and Sally Sue has some kids. How many kids y'all want Johnny and Sally Sue to have?
With that type of name, that was probably in the 50s. So they probably had about 13 kids.
Oh, okay.
Anybody with 2 first names like that? One like
Oh.
Love the.
Okay.
Nah, they can have
Yeah.
2 kids.
Yeah.
They could have 2 kids.
Yeah.
The Duggars.
Duggars.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you, man, if everybody has 2 first names, they
I know. Oh, what is that show I like? The middle Sue Heck.
Oh yeah.
Her first and middle name is Sue. Yeah. Her first name is Sue, her middle name is Sue, and her last name is
That's why
Heck.
it is in other countries. There's like one guy named Muhammad. What's your last name?
What's her last name?
No, what's your last name? Like my last name Muhammad. What's your middle name? Muhammad. So you're Muhammad. What's your dad's name? Muhammad. I'm like, you know what? I didn't figure that crap out. Yeah, I was a doctor.
Yeah, all those names. Mhm. But Sue Heck, that's the TV show. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, you got some names that are like that. You got some names that are like that. But anyway, so let's just say they got 2 kids. Let's just simplify. How about that? They have JJ. JJ is Johnny Jr. And they have instead of Sally Sue, they have Sally Ray. She loved her name Sally so much, but she just gave her daughter's middle name Ray. Okay, so JJ and Sally Ray. Johnny Jr. and Sally Ray. Okay, instead of Sally Sue. Okay, now, Johnny Senior.
Oh yeah, I want to brag a people. Yeah.
Look at you. You look at him like a kid got busted.
What's the watermelon? Got some gushers.
Some watermelon what?
She hooked you up, baby.
That's spicy.
You got some Lucas.
Whatever you got that you think.
Okay.
You said it's spicy.
Johnny's birthday is October 13th.
Like, is it
Sally Sue's birthday is July 25th. Okay? Are we taking a candy break?
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm so sorry. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, you got some Lucas in there? What is that?
Lifesavers.
Oh yeah, I'll take that.
Lightsaber.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh yeah. I love lifesavers. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, that was good. What's his birthday, folks? What's his birthday? Johnny was born October 13th. Sally Sue was born July 25th. Whose birthday comes first? July. Okay. This is where the birthday rule comes into play. Birthday rule. Because there are children involved. Okay. These are the kids. These are the kids. Kids come first. Okay. So, Sally Sue's birthday comes first. Sally Sue has M Health. Okay. She has M Health. Okay. Johnny has Blue Cross Blue Shield. Okay. Now, when they get ready to file the insurance, let's just say both the kids went in for a well child check. Okay. So JJ and Sally Ray both went in to have a well child check. Oh yeah, WCC. Well child check. Okay. I mean, they got the hearing tested, the visions tested, they got all their vaccinations before school started. Okay. Now, the first claim for billing, okay? The first claim is going to go to M Health. Okay? M Health is going to pay Dr. Smith. I don't know. Going to pay Dr. Smith for the kids. So let's just say the kids' office visits altogether was $500. M Health is going to pay the physician $200. Okay? Now, because the mother's birthday was July 25th, so this is going to go under Sally Sue's insurance. Sally Sue is first. Okay. Now, again, you're going to take the same insurance, you're going to reprocess it, secondary billing. If you want to be a secondary biller, that's what you do. You get previous EOBs from other insurance companies and refile to the second insurance. Okay? So now it's going to go to Blue Cross Blue Shield. Okay? With the EOB from M Health that explains that it paid $200. Okay? So 200 from 500 leaves what? $300. So Blue Cross Blue Shield is going to be billed for $300. Okay? Blue Cross Blue Shield is going to pay a check for $150. Okay? That's going to leave a residual for the mother or the parents rather, or whoever the guarantee is. Sometimes, majority of the time, the guarantor is the father. Or sometimes the guarantor is the mother. It just explains. But let's suppose that this is a marriage situation. Okay? Now, that means that parent is going to be responsible for $150 at the end. Okay? And they're going to get billed. Okay? And then this is where the collections person is going to start doing the calls. Okay? They're going to start doing the calls. And they're going to start doing the aging reports, okay? And the aging reports are saying, how often are you reaching these people every 30, 60, 90 days by letter to let them know that they owe $150? Are y'all getting this?
Yes. I have a question.
Yes. What is your question?
All right, so, well, we're hitching their two kids, right?
Okay.
To the doctor's office.
Okay.
And how would they know if they have children? Because you're giving them information. Like if I take my kids to the doctor, like say I take Ivan, I'm going to tell the doctor, hey, Ivan's my son, whatever. I guess they get it from whatever they ask the mother is, and then they find out that she has insurance. Is that how they find out?
You have to let them know that there is secondary
You
insurance.
have to let them know that.
Mm-hmm.
Law.
It's not a law, but okay. Here's where it becomes a law. Okay. If there's a custody, and let's say that child is in your custody, okay, but your wife, your spouse, former spouse, has to pay insurance as well as paying child support. Okay. You have to let them know that because that's part of the divorce decree.
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay.
I understand that. But if they were not divorced, they're married.
Okay.
All right, so I guess what I'm saying is, why would they have to go with the if I can just go with the no, never mind.
No. It's a valid question. If they would ask you, first of all, when you fill out the forms for your kids, okay, the forms is going to ask, is there any other insurance out there? Okay.
Okay, so I guess that's what I'm asking. What if I say no? Would I get in trouble for saying
No, you won't get in trouble for saying no. But why would you say no if you have coverage on your policy your wife has coverage on her policy, but you're not submitting your wife's.
Because from what we're going over in class, it seemed like it's very complicated for secondary billing, and it seemed like it's impossible to pull off.
No,
No,
no.
this is what it seems like.
It seems like, but it's not. It only looks like that until you actually do the work. When you actually do the work and it's your regimen as your job, is really easy. Yeah.
It just seems complicated. It just seemed like, don't even worry about her.
Yeah, but I think you're seeing it from a outside standpoint, from a parental standpoint, and from a spouse standpoint. But when you step inside the world and actually do the job, you won't look at it like that no more. You find it necessary. But you won't get in trouble if you don't submit that information. Let's suppose if it's a married situation, you won't. You're just wasting money. Why even have it and not submit it and use it?
But they cover the same thing.
Yeah, but I'd rather get a residual of 150 than get a residual of 300 billed at me. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather get a little bit billed at me than this big old $300. Yeah. Now, for a divorce situation, you have to. Or else that's going to be problems. Yeah. Am I making sense? Okay. Okay, very good. Anybody else have questions, Brenda? Okay. Not yet? Okay, she said no, not yet. Okay. What about you, Latasha?
No, I'm good.
You good, sweetie? Okay, fantastic. Okay. All right. Now, let's speak of it in terms that these are divorced parents. And Sally Sue has custody of the kids. Okay? Now, and she has insurance and he has insurance. Okay? Maybe because times past proven, maybe that spouse was not reliable. So just in case, I better keep some coverage. Just in case. But the divorce decree says the father pays for it. Although she has it, the father pays for it. Then the divorce decree overrules the birthday rule. You have to go according to the divorce decree. The birthday rule no longer applies. That means that the father would have to, the insurance would have to be filed under there. Now, what ends up happening for you beautiful people that do the billing, y'all might get the claim and it might get pended and says, I need proof of divorce decree from the parent. That parent is going to have to send that divorce decree to say, yes, on a divorce decree, it says XYZ spouse is responsible for the insurance. Yes, I understand my birthday is in October. Hers is in July. However, I am the primary responsible policy holder for the child's health coverage. Therefore, the father must pay that. It works vice versa.
In circumstances that they have primary.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. 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 Very good. Very good question. Okay. Now, if it's vice versa, and the mother is paying coverage for the child, and however the divorce decree is set, and her birthday it's not because her birthday is in July. It says in the divorce decree that she is the responsible parent. Therefore, birthday rule does not apply. She needs to go ahead and pay that through her insurance company and supply that. Does everybody get that? Okay, fantastic. Okay, so now we all understand COB, coordination of benefits. We all understand birthday rule. Now, there is a such job as a tertiary biller or third party biller. Okay, and that's those folks when you take this billing situation, primary, and you do this secondary, you repeat the same process for a third insurance or a supplement insurance. You repeat that. And you do have some folks, now, you have some folks, they may have military coverage, okay? That they want to use a military coverage on top of their regular civilian job coverage and their spouse's coverage. You can have that residual of 150 billed to the third coverage insurance company. Are y'all getting that? Okay. Now, I don't think it works for Aflac. That's something different. Okay. However, the physician's office can supply the patient with a CMS 1500 form with all the information on it for them to get reimbursed. They can do that. But as far as like filing it as an actual insurance company, no. Okay. All right, moving on to the next question. Number 8. Okay. The insurance company with the first responsibility for payment of medical services is known as primary. We just finished talking about that. Primary. Did y'all get that? Okay, fantastic. Number 9, the CMS 1500 claim form allows for reporting of maximum of 12 diagnoses per claim form. Let me show y'all what that looks like. Okay, this has been updated since then. Okay, on box 21, right here, this says it has, let me bring it up to the screen, box 21. Let me show you what box 21 is. There's box 21 right here. It has 4 slots for diagnosis code, but this is the old CMS 1500. Now, the new CMS 1500, along with the ICD-10 coding system, allows up to 12 codes to be billed. Okay, which is fantastic because sometimes you have lots of information and they need specifics. The ICD-10 is very specific if it's left hand, right hand, if it's left toe, right toe, if it's, left side, right side. I mean, it's just that more specific than ICD-9. Okay.
Is the printer out of paper?
It may be, baby.
Okay.
It shouldn't, but it
I
may.
tried to print like 3 things, so it might like.
It's sweet. Oh, yeah, it's sweet. I don't know why. It should have awakened when you did that. That's okay. Okay, good. Okay, try it again, sweetie, because it was sweet.
Okay.
Okay. So how do y'all feel about those jobs? Accounts receivable, collections, primary biller, secondary biller, any of those job titles in your channel?
No,
Good.
because it's not gonna do it. A whole lot
Basically.
of.
Basically, you really are.
Accounting gets paid like $60,000.
Yeah, you really are. Okay, but I understand. Hey, sister, what's going on, girl?
You're here.
Thank you, sister. I
How are you?
I'm good. Oh, she looks just like my younger sister Katrina. Hey, Dr. Mom. Every time I want that hug, I know, right? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, she did it, girl. She did it. At a beauty school at that. At a beauty school, girl. I made sure I got her number. I said, when you finish? She said, I take my certification, my license tomorrow. I said, wow. Put your number in my phone right now.
Right.
Put it in my phone right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lose you. Yeah. Thank you. You doing all right? Did my son call you? She probably did. Okay, because I told her So I asked her if she talked to you, and then I gave her your name and your phone number. Maybe she didn't quite put it together on the group text. So I just gave it to her like that, and I told her what your name was and your husband. So she should be giving you a call. But her sister's funeral is,
She got a lot going on.
yeah,
If she didn't, it's okay.
okay. So just she got a new class starting up Monday, so she should be good. So she's fine because her sister was sick for a long time.
What to expect. She's over there drinking that green tea.
Okay.
That's the best.
I know, right?
You do water and the scoops of matcha, or is that the tea?
No, the tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I get that size,
Yep.
ice water, and 2 scoops of the tea. That's all I need.
Wow. So you're a Panera Bread fan too?
Oh, that's Panera Bread. I thought that was
Starbucks.
Starbucks. Yeah.
Oh, I got Starbucks this morning.
Yeah.
Panera Bread is good.
Yeah, I love Panera Bread. Mm-hmm.
All right, sweet love.
All right, thank you. What I was saying?
You wanna take a break?
Don't you got a lot of
I don't need no food right now, but I will take some kiwi.
You got green tea, you want.
Huh?
for real? Green tea, that's what's right.
I said, you already drink green tea, you need some fruit, not a powder.
Nah, I'll be good. Kiwi, I could always have some kiwi in my life.
Yeah. And I got some nectarine too.
Mhm.
Yeah, let me get you some. And I got nectarine here too. Girl, I love some fruit.
Keep it regular. That's what my grandmother used to say. Keep it regular.
Boy, he hang around old folks too much. He just hang around old folks too much.
Hey, that's how you get wisdom.
And take a nectarine if you watch them.
That's how you get wisdom.
I just wanted me some fruit, and the guy was marking them down. I said, "But is it a watermelon is marked down?" He said, "No, I just put those out." Okay. Here's the fruit. And I thought one of my other students would like kiwi, but she had the version.
So I'll take her share.
You'll take our share? Okay. Okay. So, did you get your stuff, baby?
Oh, no, I didn't. I would have forgot again. I
Okay.
was supposed to print it from Monday.
Okay. All right. So, MPI registry, National Physician Index. Please Google that so y'all can understand what that is and how that works. Because if y'all gonna work in a doctor's office and you're gonna do billing, you have to understand what the MPI registry is, and your doctor has to be updated in that database. Okay. The participating contract with the third-party payer, number 11, for electronic submission of claims, what allows the physician's name to be printed in the signature block where it would be normally signed, okay? And it would be the participating contract with the third-party payer. Okay, so let me show y'all what that looks like on this claim form. You're welcome, sweetie. You're welcome. You too, baby. Okay, now, look at this at the bottom, okay? You have right here is where the physician's, let me make sure, where the physician's address goes. So if you call to verify benefits or to check on the status of a claim that you had electronically billed to an insurance company, they want to ask you, okay, well, where should the check be? Well, the check should be mailed to the lockbox number of, a lockbox is typically just your P.O. box. A P.O. box is a lockbox, same thing. We just call it lockbox. So y'all getting that? Okay, so you got to make sure that this is filled out right here. This last box, I think it's box number 33. Is everybody looking at this, Chris? Okay, now on this side right here, this is where the doctor's signature should be. Okay, and it may be an electronic signature from the software itself. Are y'all seeing that? Okay. So we're going to study the anatomy of the CMS 1500 form. I think I went over it, but I'm going to refresh y'all over it again. Okay. Number 12, when preparing a claim that is to be optically scanned, birth dates are keyed in with how many digits? How many digits?
8.
8 digits. Okay, very good. Okay, so Chris, I want you to read the answers, read the statements and the answer choice for part 2, mix and match.
Claim missing required information is H.
Okay,
Phrase used when claim is held back payment is F. Claim.
okay,
Claim that is submitted and then optically scanned by the insurance carrier converted to electronic form is
okay,
E. Claim. A claim that needs manual processing because of errors or to solve a problem is D. Dirty claim.
okay,
Or claim that needs manual processing because of claim that needs verification and answers to some questions is G. Rejected.
mm-hmm,
Claim that is canceled or voided if incorrect claim forms used or out-of-line charges are not provided. I,
mm-hmm,
yeah, I deleted
mm-hmm.
claim that is submitted via telephone line or computer phone, electronic
Okay,
claim that is submitted within the time limit to correct it complete is A. Claim
mm-hmm.
and Medicare claim that contains information that is complete and necessary but is illogical or incorrect is C.
Okay, very good, very good. So we talked about what is a clean claim, a paper claim, an invalid claim, a dirty claim, electronic claim, a pending claim, rejected claim, incomplete claim, and a deleted claim. Okay, all those are workable for appeal. Appeal, appeal, appeal as much as you can or as far as you can go. When they tell you, sorry, ma'am, this is in writing, according to the policy manual that we have here at Cigna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, whatever, this is what it is. Okay? So you have to go along with that. Okay, very good. Very good. Okay. Brenda, I want you to do the same with 14.
Okay. A number issued by the federal government to each individual personal use. C. Social Security.
Okay.
A Medicare lifetime provider number that would be D. National Provider Identifier. A number listed on the claim submitting insurance claims to insurance companies under a group name is D. Group National Provider Number. A number that a physician must obtain to practice in a state is A. State license number. A number used when military supplies and equipment is F. Durable medical equipment number. A number issued to a hospital is G. Facility provider number. And the last one, individual physician's federal tax identification number issued by the Internal Revenue Service is B. Employer identification.
Okay. Very good. Tax Revenue Service. Don't mess with the tax folks. Don't mess with the tax people. I put tahini on everything. That's some good stuff. Tomatoes, cucumbers, celery, apple, nectarine, pear, watermelon, cantaloupe, melon. I haven't tried it on grapes yet. That's next. Okay. Multiple choice. Tasha, I want you to read the multiple choice, but when you read the questions, I only want you to read the corresponding answer. You don't have to read all the A, B, C, D. Okay?
Okay.
Just the answer that corresponds to that statement.
Number 15, the basic paper claim form currently used by healthcare professionals and suppliers to bill insurance carriers for services provided to patients is the CMS-1500 0212 claim. Next.
16.
What is the
Yeah, all the way to 30, baby. I know, I'm so sorry. Bless your heart. Do you want to do it up to 22 and I get Chris to help you out? Let me do that. Chris, you're gonna do number 23 through 30.
I don't mind being anybody's.
You're gonna do 23 through 30.
I don't mind being anybody's hero. I'm just saying.
Did you hear that?
Hold on. Let me take a little.
He's saving your life.
What is the exception to the administrative simplification compliance act requirement for providers to send claims to Medicare electronically? Providers with fewer than 10 full-time employees.
Mm-hmm.
Under ASDA, plans other than Medicare may allow submission of claims on paper. The National Uniform Claim Committee is made up of all of the above. The first standardized insurance claim form developed in 1958 was known as the COMB-1 or COMB-1.
Mm-hmm.
The most recently revised version of the 1500 health insurance claim form developed in 2012 accommodates changes in the electronic claim submission version 5010-837P.
Mm-hmm.
If a patient has dual coverage, insurance information for both the primary and the secondary carrier should be obtained.
Mm-hmm.
Health insurance, portability, and accountability act, aka all required that the provider rendering the service be identified on the same form by reporting the correct provider. The Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act, or OBRA, required Medicare administrative contractors to pay interest on all of the claims not paid on time. A claim that is investigated on a post-billing basis that is found to be not due will require refund of the money paid.
Mm-hmm.
If there is a balance remaining on a patient's account after the patient's primary insurance has paid the patient has secondary coverage, the billing specialist should send a claim form to the secondary insurance with a copy of the explanation of benefits from the primary carrier.
Mm-hmm.
The maximum number of diagnostic codes that can be submitted on the CMS-1500.
Mm-hmm. Brenda messing with you. Good, Brenda.
I remember that.
Brenda got you.
28.
It was
Next
27.
page. Oh, is it?
27.
Oh, 27. That's wrong. National provider identifier PI numbers are used to report all referring physicians, ordering physicians, and reporting. MPI numbers are assigned each time the provider moves to another state.
Mm-hmm.
The correct query that has been denied because invalid procedures or the billing specialist should confirm the code is the CPT manual to ensure it is valid for the date of service. Third, to correctly claim that was denied because more than 6 months on this claim is bill 6.5 on one claim and complete an additional paper claim for the additional claim.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to skip true and false, okay? Because it's kind of like reiterating what y'all already just discussed and learned about in the mix and match and everything. So we're going to skip that. Okay, let's get to 7-2 health insurance claim form for a private case. So here's the objective. Complete a health insurance claim form and post the information to the patient's financial account record statement. So here's the condition. Use Mary McLean's evaluation and management code slip, patient record, and financial account record statement. One health insurance claim form that's printed in your stack, should be one in your stack. A computer or pen, procedure and diagnostic coding books, appendices A and B in the workbook. Okay, so we have 7-2. So now let's look at the examples of 7-2 over here, the patient record. We have the patient record. The patient record is the SOAP note. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all what that SOAP note looks like online here. Okay, this is not how a SOAP note actually looks, but this is the documentation that we're going to use because it has the patient's date of service, it has the diagnosis code, and it has the procedures of what took place in that doctor's office, different dates. Okay, this on top is the patient's demographic information. Okay. Demographic information is taken by the front desk clerk. The front desk clerk puts in all the information and she makes sure that it's put in correctly, because if not, it affects the biller's job and it holds up the biller from getting the actual money or completed clean claims to go out for return of money. I want to say return of investment, but that's not what I mean. Okay, now, because that's a term that don't believe, that don't go there.
ROI. ROI return.
Oh, ROI, oh yeah. Yeah, you don't mess me up, Chris. Don't mess me up. Okay, now, here we go. Now, 7-2, you have the accounting slip, okay? Now, there's the accounts receivable part of the accounting slip that's on the electronic medical record. Okay, now, back in the day, when I used to do it back in the day, the accounting part in 1986, 87, they're telling my age, we had to use actual accounting slips that looked like this. We used it like this. So this is how we were able to keep up with patients, what they owe, what the insurance company paid. It looked exactly like this. And this was back in the 80s. Okay. Then, okay, so now we're going to use the financial record. And we're going to use the patient record on page 117. Okay, so now here's the directions on page 116. Complete the health insurance claim form using the NUCC guidelines and send the Prudential Insurance Company. I used to work for Prudential back in the 90s. That was used. Prudential Company for Miss Mary McLean by referring her evaluation management code slip, patient record, and financial account record statement. Date the claim as June 15th. So you're going to date it June 15, 2018. It didn't give you a year, so I have to give you a year. It's June 15, 2018. Refer to Appendix A in this workbook to fill out the fees on the financial account statement. So let's go to the appendix in the back of the book. Appendix A. And it's got some mock fee schedules in here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, no, that's not it. Hold on. Let me tell you where it is at. Okay. So on the back of the book, go to page 505. Now we have, it says number one, use your CPT book or Appendix A. So if you don't have your CPT books, that's okay. Appendix A in the back of your workbook is going to give you all the information you need to do your assignment. Okay. So this is very good information, very good practice for you guys. Okay. Now, on the back here, it has all the doctor's name at college clinic, okay? And it wants you to use some of the information that's listed on here. Now, look on page 506, 507. It has a list of medical abbreviations. I have to let my day class know about this. I didn't know this was back here, so that's good. Okay, now page 512, come to page 512. It has a mock fee schedule. Remember I talked to you about the RBVS, the relative base value system? Okay, so this has some of that information back here. This has modifiers. Modifiers help accentuate reason why this procedure code is being used. Maybe because the doctor saw the patient earlier that morning and he's still caring for the patient later on that afternoon because of test reasons. Modifiers just help further explain why procedure codes are being used, okay? So you have all your modifiers listed here. Modifier 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 is very popular. 24 is very popular. 26, 50, 51. All of them are popular, but the most ones that I remember in my career ever using. 59, they're very popular. Modifier 80, very popular. Okay, so you're going to use these modifiers as we need to. So acquaint yourself with that. Okay, now we're going to go to page 516. Remember what I said. These are just mock fees. They're not the actual fees that are defined by Healthcare Finance and Administration, which is fathered by Centers of Medicare and Medicaid Services. Okay, this is just make-believe stuff, but it's just giving you an idea how it really goes in a doctor's office. And this is good to do and know how to do because if the system ever breaks down, you need to know how to improvise your work environment and still pick up the pieces and still work and do what you need to do. And then you could transcribe that information into the software later on. Does everybody get that? Okay, fantastic. Okay, so your evaluation and management codes, okay, then it reads across if it's a participating provider, non-participating provider, or a limited charge. It gives you those choices, okay? And then you have some more mock fee schedules. Page 517, 518, 519. Let's see, it goes all the way to page, where does it stop? Okay, the 532. Okay, very, very good. Okay, very good. Okay, now page 533. 533 are your list of procedure codes, okay, that you would normally find in your CPT book. So again, if you don't have your CPT book, you can use page 533 for different procedures such as a barium enema, different kinds of biopsies, a case management, catheter, cholecystectomy type surgeries. Okay, so all of these are just some slim examples of CPT codes in the back of your books in Appendix A. Okay, so this goes all the way to page 540. Now you have your Medicare level HCPCS codes, level 2. Okay, so all these are, again, modifiers to accentuate or give further detail of the HCPCS codes. HCPCS codes are your procedure codes that begins with an alphabet and it has 4 numbers behind it. HCPCS codes are more or less used for like your home health agencies or your durable medical equipment agencies. If they're going to supply somebody with a wheelchair, it needs to have a HCPCS code. If you're going to supply somebody with a walker, you need to supply them with a HCPCS code. If you're going to supply somebody with food supplements from a visiting nurse association, you need to supply that billing information with a HCPCS code. Okay. All right. So look at all these beautiful HCPCS code. Dialysis. There we go. Hair analysis. Gamma globulin. Let's find wheelchair in here. Is wheelchair in here? Orthotic shoes. That's in here. Let's go to the back where it says W. Wheelchair, heavy duty, E1280. Yeah, that's a popular HCPCS number. Youth wheelchair, E1091. Yeah, I've seen that before in my career too. Water softening system, ESRD. Yes. Okay. Are y'all getting this? Okay, fantastic. Okay, fantastic. Now, behind that, you have, looks like it's Appendix B. No, Appendix C, I'm sorry. Appendix C is ICD-10 PCS, medical surgical character 3 operation. Okay, so ICD-10 PCS is more or less a replacement for volume 3 of the ICD-9. Okay, so this mostly talks about surgical procedures, and you mostly use this book in hospital coding type situations. Okay. Appendix D, 5 character situations. Okay. All right, and I have to show y'all some. We can Google some examples of some ICD-10 PCS. We can Google some examples on that. Okay, so let's follow the instructions. I want y'all to take your time and work on that. It's lunchtime. Do y'all want to go ahead and take lunch? Go on break? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and take a break, and then we'll come back. And then I'll give y'all time to work on this, and then we'll go to the board and work on it on the board, okay?